logic which survives test of time. Let us examine the mantra Onyendu said as misused language of criminals. Anyways, I'm not like anyone else, just as I don't expect anyone else to be like me. Fool me, you are wise. Fool me twice, I am a fool. The most abused mantra in human history is Onyendu said this and that. When this statement is put to the lens of truth and fact-checking, it shows to be a destructive tool of those who cut deals with the struggle and tend to win undeserved loyalty, so they choose to use the mantra often. Let me remind you what Onyendu said mantra that never survived the test of time. Onyendu said Simon Ekpa should take over the broadcasting on Radio Biafra result. Today, same messengers are struggling to disassociate Ekpa from MNK. Onyendu said he is not happy with the DOS and has mandated a group called Directorate of Emissary to replace the DOS result. The Directorate of Emissary is now in a miserable state, and in fact, an unexisting mystery. Onyendu said that Biafra Radio is what he knows, and Radio Biafra should be abandoned. Even the operators of the dead Kanunta radio listen to Radio Biafra and call in the program despite saying that MNK ordered them not to listen to Radio Biafra. I asked, are they obeying MNK alleged instructions by listening and calling into the Radio Biafra program? Onyendu said that the DOS should not open any IPOB office. MNK was asked about IPOB. This is the transcript of what he said. I am the leader of IPOB, while the DOS runs its day-to-day activities. The empty skulls don't understand the place and meanings of administrative charges. If MNK admitted saying this, why would someone else hold meetings with Sheyi and others without the knowledge of the DOS? Is there administrative duty without contact point? There are many calamities that the rejection of these illogical and criminal undertones above statements had saved the struggle from. Imagine the above listed statements were followed without sense. IPOB, Radio Biafra, and the structure would have been buried and forgotten. Maybe we would have been talking of Ben Farm and the unseen hands of Ontario NDIRA. For the babysitters reiterating preemptively the poisonous venom of when MNK comes out whatever he says goes. Well, maybe MNK has told you that someone wants to challenge his order when he comes out? If he did not tell you that directly, but through same channels who told us the above destructive but avoided chagrin, you are bereft of ideas and mental retrospective capabilities. Negative preemptive has been a deployed tools the enemies have been using against the movement. They sit down, plant, and instill demonic seed ahead of their planned operations, yet we can't learn anything from it. Before MNK moved to Kenya, there was a preemptive statement they deployed ahead of time through their bot structures. These preemptive statements were like, Onyendu life is in danger in Europe, USA. There is assassin trailing him in Europe. Let him be careful with those he is working with. They preempted these stories around him and quietly advised him to go to a volatile Kenya for the onward perfection of their plans. He was even assured by likes of Alloy that he can go anywhere that international law covers him. They got him in a corner and are doing everything to make him vulnerable and weak when he is out by trying to pressure him through wrong information that Dios will not obey him when he is out. Chika Idosium wants to take over from you. Chinaza Nworu wants to take over. And other silly stuffs. Holding a leadership position in IPOB and Geniuses of Heart is one of the most difficult things to face because it hits on your time and cash. I speak as one who had held a leadership position in the past. It is the least thing I can desire in my life because I know how it clutched on my time and resources. So I respect anyone in that position today. I know those of us with criminal tendencies and deal cutters desire what some of us see as a burden, just to meet Seyi and write Ben Farm proposals. Outside that, nothing is attractive in holding IPOB leadership position. Imagine if this current leadership had sentimentally obeyed the alleged MNK said mantra. Perhaps the Seyi boys, Ben Farmers, and the unseen hands would have been in the control of IPOB, and of course trade us all for just car, building, and other useless chases that they will surely leave here and go one day. For those of you with negative preemptive venoms on what MMK said goes when he comes out, if MNK didn't tell you that he fears being challenged by himself, just keep shut your mouth, please.